Hey guys, it's Kim here. I am so excited to cook my first episode with you. Although we're not cooking today, we're actually baking. I know it's something that I do periodically on my Instagram, and I'm really excited here just because it's one of my first times here doing this with you. This is a really special loaf I've made before, and I've been saving this one just for you guys. It's the strawberry loaf bread with a cream cheese strawberry glaze on top. So considerably, you could have it for breakfast, but really, it's basically a cupcake. So it's really easy. I can do it. That means you can do it. And so let's just do this all together. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my, butter. We're gonna do half a cup of butter. And let's see, where's my sugar? And we're gonna do about a cup of sugar. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cream it together. I don't actually own a mixer, and if you don't own a mixer, then it's okay. You can use a fork or like a whisk, whatever makes it easy for you, just use that. So I've had this experience before where I've used a whisk and I'm kind of creaming it all together. And if you've ever worked with room temperature butter, it doesn't quite mix as well, so I just use a fork. This kind of pisses me off at times, so I just kind of leave that there. So I'm gonna take this butter, drop that in. So what I'm gonna do is use a cup of sugar and put it with my butter. We're gonna stir it up all together, and then we're gonna add our other ingredients. So a while ago, I don't know why, but all my utensils are missing. And I have no idea where they go. So if you see me pouring a little extra here, that's because this is actually a half cup here. And this should come out a little faster, guys. That's one. And relatively, this is a very nice sweet treat, but a lot less sugar than a traditional cupcake. So you shouldn't feel so bad. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and whisk it all together. So Valentine's is one of my very special favorite days of the year. I don't think it's made just for you and your significant other. It's made for anyone. So I'm telling everyone at work, like, I'm so excited, let's decorate. You can share this with your neighbors, bring it in with your coworkers. I think everyone's gonna be pretty excited and they're gonna be super happy about it. I know I'm coming into work dressed to the nines in like either red or pink that day. I tried finding something in my closet to do this just so that we can be feeling a little festive. And if you're single, you know, maybe you can cook for someone special in your life. I don't know, find somebody. Give it to your parents, your siblings. Okay, so I've got it mixtured just about good here where we can add in our other ingredients. So you are gonna add about a teaspoon of baking powder, like that. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt, maybe a little bit more. Give that a quick stir. Next, I'm gonna add in vanilla, my flour. What else? What else are we missing? I think that's it, and our eggs, that's it. See, pretty easy. Few ingredients, pretty simple. Okay, I'm gonna crack 2 eggs in here. You can make them organic, whatever you like, just let's make it happen. It's February. I know strawberries aren't in season, probably wherever you're at, but it's definitely not here in Denver. But we're going for it because why? It's so pretty. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but you can actually use this to measure about half. So I'm gonna put 1.5 teaspoons in there. Then let's put our flour. Again, guys, you're gonna see me measuring a little bit more than you would with your normal cup because this is only a half cup. A cup and 3/4 goes in. Level it off a little bit here. Drop that in. So we got 1. And then 3/4, another half here. And look, you can sift it. We're not professionals. We're just trying to get this done. Have some fun along the way. Okay, add another 1/4 here, and then we should be good. All right. Ooh. So for once, I'm actually looking pretty decent. I know you guys see me on my Instagram and I'm always in my pajamas. I'm always cooking with no makeup. So I thought it'd be nice if we kind of did this as a date together. Kind of something I've been asking my boyfriend forever. I'm like, oh, let's go do a cooking class together. He knows I love cooking, but no, he's never asked me to go. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of milk. I'm using unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You can use whatever you like. Clearly almond milk, it has a little sweet hint to it, so it should be fine to use. It's in baking. But I know if we're cooking and we're using milk, and sometimes almond milk is just what I have in the fridge, and I could taste it if I'm making some sort of creamy pasta sauce. In this case, I think it's totally fine. It's not as creamy as milk, but I think we'll live here. So I happen to have 1/2 cup measurement here. Perfect, and that's all we need. So every year, my birthday is in March, and my boyfriend's birthday is in January. February is in between, and before that is Christmas. So gifts galore, it's pretty stressful. So what I've done to kind of compensate for that, I said, hey, every Valentine's Day, don't worry about doing anything special. We can just make a traditional routine out of it. So every year what we do since we've met is I've always given him a pair of underwear, and he's kind of looked for the same. So he just finds like whatever is cute. We kind of keep it simple, and then we'll just go out to dinner or something. So after we get this mixed, give it a good mix, get everything mixed together. And then I'm gonna add in about 1 cup of strawberries into my batter. We're gonna spray our pan, and it's off into the oven, and then we'll make our glaze. Easy. Okay, so I have this here. So let's see. That's about 1 cup. And a little extra. See, that's it. I used all my butter, so we're gonna spray this. So I'm pretty sure you own a spatula. I don't. I've been meaning to get one. So it's been on my list. But hey, look, I got this loaf here. I think that should be a win. So just go ahead and put all of it in. This is so pretty. I think whoever you make this for, or even for yourself, I bet you when you see the end results, you're gonna be so surprised. Because the strawberries just make it so nice and light. Because really, this is just a loaf. It's cupcake batter, basically, probably. Or at least that's how it tastes. But since we're putting in a loaf pan, I feel like we're allowed to eat it for breakfast. Okay. So I'm just gonna give it a nice spread. This is why you need a spatula. Maybe that's what I'll ask my boyfriend. Give me a spatula for the holiday. I'm surprised he hasn't got me any kitchen stuff. At one point I told him, if you're gonna get me kitchen stuff, I think that's very offensive. Don't ever get me a vacuum cleaner or anything like that. But he knows I love to cook and bake, so I feel like this should be a given. Okay. So I'm gonna give this a nice shake. Maybe spread it out a little bit. And I think this is ready to go inside the oven. So I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and we'll leave that in there for about 50 minutes, okay? All right. All right, my favorite part, time for the glaze, the best part, because it's sugary, it's strawberry, and it's easy. It's basically going to be a 1/4 cup sugar, 1/4 cup strawberries chopped up, and a 1/4 cup cream cheese. And we're just gonna make it easy, and we're gonna put it in here. I like to pre-chop it just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is take the strawberry, cut it 4 ways the long way, and then we're gonna chop it down. Easy. You don't have to be perfect about it. It could be coarse. I have a little bit in here already. So I'm gonna open this. So this is my first time actually using a food processor. Generally, I just put in the blender or something, but this year we're gonna be very fancy. Some of you may know, last year, you've heard more about minimalism from me than anything. The past 3 years, I've done a lot of minimalism. It helped me personally in my thoughts and my finances. And as a woman, I really think it's really helpful to kind of clear your mind a little bit on the daily excessive things, such as what to wear. So now that we're not on the minimalism track, we have a food processor that was very nicely gifted from a very loved one, Tabitha. Thank you very much. Okay, so back to this. Quarter cup. Come on. Sometimes I think I would be a good bartender. Okay, quarter cup, good enough. Maybe a little bit more sugar. Okay, let's dump our strawberries in. And wait till you guys see this. It's gonna be such a pretty color. It's like this pink, fun color, so it's perfect for Valentine's Day. Use the same scoop, don't even worry about it. We're having fun. So I think this is about a quarter cup. And this is gonna be your base of your glaze. Glaze, AKA frosting, whatever. I wanna get all the sugar because really this loaf isn't good without this. It's so good. Okay, let's pop on the lid. And we are set to go. So I'm gonna come around here and we're going to, see, it's pretty easy. And if you want, just go ahead and take a spoon and push it down, but it looks like mine is pretty much coming down okay. The liquid from the strawberries is really helping it out. Okay, I think we're pretty much good there. Let's take a look at the glaze. And it smells so good right now. Strawberries and sugar and that cream cheese. So this glaze is just gonna go right over it after we cool down our loaf a little bit. So you can see right inside it's starting to get a little bit golden brown in here on the crust. And inside I already put a toothpick in it and it's just clean. So we'll just let this hang out. And we will glaze in a little bit. All right, so our loaf here has cooled down, so I'm gonna go ahead and start glazing it. And you can pull it right out or you can keep it in here. Mine didn't, I did a half portion, so I didn't have to raise all the way. But what I'm gonna do is take a knife and just pull it out. We're gonna put it on a nice plate. Yeah, it's cooled down a lot, pretty fast. We're up here in the Denver area, so today it's pretty much snowing outside. I don't know if you want to take a look out there, but it's not that pretty. Some may think it's pretty, but I'm from California and I'm over this weather, quite frankly. Okay, let's get a plate. So we're gonna just flip this over, hopefully it comes out. Just give it a tap. And if I'm lucky, it'll come right out. Okay, I think we're lucky here, so should come out. Ready, go. Yes. Cool. Voila. All right, so let's take that awesome glaze that we made. Yee, this looks great, you guys. It smells so wonderful. So this is a new food processor. There you go. Okay. It tastes so good. I mean, strawberries so fresh. And I think with the cream cheese in there, this would be really good for even summertime. So I'm just gonna give this a quick stir. It's been sitting there. So this is a glaze. It's not frosting, you guys. Again, remember, we can eat this for breakfast. So I'm just gonna give it a quick glaze here. You can either pour it over like that. Let's just go a little bit more, right? Yes. That's what I'm talking about. So let me give it a second. I'm gonna give it a second to come off the sides, and then wherever else I think should drip off the sides so it makes it look really pretty. Also make sure it's even so when you cut it, everyone gets a nice fair share of it. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more to the bottom, and I think that's it. How's that? Maybe a little bit here. There, that's what I'm looking for. A little bit more here. All right, how does this look? This looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and let's take a look on the inside because we had strawberries on the inside. Okay, this is great. It's nice and fluffy on the inside, nice crust on the outside. It barely just went brown. So this looks really good. I'm gonna get a plate. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Eee, this looks so good. Look at that, it's strawberry. Looks good. Okay, so let's take a bite. These are clean. Oh my gosh. And it's still warm. This is so good. It does feel a little healthy, so don't worry. Again, breakfast. And honestly, I think you could add a little bit more of the icing if you wanted to, which I will. What I like to do is garnish it a little bit. So I'll just cut a few slices. How's that? Just a little dessert there. Okay. Enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Again, share this with all of your friends and family. Show the love. Valentine's is my favorite day, and I hope it's now your favorite. Thanks.